Hey everyone, welcome into our YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo, and welcome to part 2 of our Instagram for Resellers series that we're doing this week. Today we're going to talk about how to build a following and connect with other resellers within the community. The number one way to build a following is to be active and to interact with folks. We talked yesterday about how you should be posting every single day, at least once a day, but you can get up to 5 posts a day. That creates a lot of activity. You should be doing stories and videos, but you've got to interact with other people on Instagram to grow your following. A good rule of thumb when you're first getting started is to find resellers that you already know. Maybe you're familiar with them from YouTube, maybe you're familiar with them from Facebook reselling groups, but you can find them all on Instagram and follow them, and they should follow you back. General rule of thumb is to follow back those who follow you. Then you've got some more followers, you've made some new friends, and you're starting to make connections. You want to interact with anyone who takes the time to interact with you. So when you go into your notifications on Instagram, let me see if I can show you on my phone real quick. I'm going to share my screen with you today too and show you some other goodies. But when you go into your notifications, you can see everyone who has liked or commented on a post. And what I like to do is, first of all, I make sure that I'm following back everyone who likes or interacts with any of my posts. If they comment on one of my posts, I make sure I respond to it. Even if it's just a thumbs up or a smiley face, if I don't have anything really to say. If they just put a heart on something, then I'll say thanks or put a heart back. But I make sure I'm following them back. I make sure I respond to all the comments. And then I'll go to their Instagram and like a couple of their posts or maybe comment, because it's all engagement, and all of the engagement helps everybody. So when you like someone else's post or you're commenting on them, you're creating engagement for them, which helps them grow their Instagram. And when they reciprocate that, it helps you grow yours. So you always want to stay on top of that. What I recommend, if you have the time, at least once a day, but 3 times a day is ideal. Morning, afternoon, and again in the evening. Everybody's got about 5 or 10 minutes to spare, right? 5 to 10 minutes at the very least, 3 times a day. Set a timer too, so you don't get lost. I know how easy it is on Instagram and Facebook to kind of get sucked in and lose track of time, and then you're just wasting time. But if you're going on there to genuinely interact and create engagement for others and yourself, do it 3 times a day. Set your timer for 5 or 10 minutes, whatever you can spare, and just go into your notifications and go and reply to comments. Make sure you're following those people. Go to their Instagrams, like their posts, comment on their posts, and interact with them. And then if you have time after that, you can go to your main feed and like some of the posts that are in there. You can go browse through some hashtags, maybe find some new folks to follow or some new hashtags to use. But just at least 3 times a day, be on that Instagram and be active. It will definitely help you create a following and build up a base of other resellers that you're connected to within the community. One thing a lot of resellers like to do on Instagram is the reseller gain trains. They're called gain trains because it's just basically a train of a ton of resellers following each other. And I'm pretty sure they just do this on Instagram anyway, and probably within other communities. But the ones I'm referring to always say resellers only or resellers gain train. And it's really meant for resellers in the community to build up followings, like each other, follow each other, and gain followers. And the rules are pretty simple. You have to like the post and then follow everyone else who liked the post, and you'll get all those follows as well. And it's common courtesy to follow the person who posted the train. I'm throwing that in there because in October, I did several reseller gain trains to help out the community and myself gain more followers. And I noticed a lot of people that were liking the post, meaning they were going to get likes, because the rule is you like it and you follow everyone else who likes it. A lot of the people that were liking the post didn't follow me. So, of course, they weren't following common courtesy. You don't just go like a gain train and to get yourself likes and not, common courtesy, like the person who posted it. So make sure you're following all those common courtesy and etiquette things. If you're going to partake in a post or participate in it, make sure you're following the person who's hosting whatever's going on. The second most important thing you need to learn on Instagram is hashtags. Hashtags are confusing to those who aren't familiar with them or who are new to them, but all hashtags really are is a way to gather all of the posts from one topic into one specific place where people can look at them. What do I mean? Well, let's share my screen. And we will look at some hashtags. All right, so we're going to go to my page right here, my front of my Instagram. There's the link tree I was talking about yesterday, guys. Make sure you have those. So we're going to pull up a couple of posts from us. We posted on Veterans Day, Home of the Free because of the brave, and here's some of the hashtags I used. Veterans Day US. So if you click on any of these, let's just click on Veterans Day. You click on that hashtag, it takes you to a page on Instagram, and this works on the phone and the desktop. It takes you to this page where every post that has that hashtag is gathered. And you can follow a hashtag specifically so that in your main feed, when you log into Instagram, you're going to see every post that goes in under that hashtag. This is super important for resellers who want to build their Instagram within the reselling community. Typically on Instagram posts, I use some of the same hashtags on all of my posts, but you also want to spice it up and use different hashtags so that you're getting in front of different groups. If you always use the same hashtags over and over, you're going to be showing up in the same hashtag pages over and over. So you want to use different ones sometimes to get in front of new or different people. One of the ones I like to use a lot is reseller community. So if you click that, here is the hashtag reseller community. And these are all the posts that have been posted with the reseller community hashtag. This also goes for eBay community. Here's that. And you can follow a hashtag so that you can see everything from that hashtag. And there are people who follow these hashtags. And if you're using them, you're going to be, one, here on this page, and two, show up in the feed of folks who follow it. So how do you know which hashtags to use? Well, generally speaking, a lot of resellers use reseller community, resellers of Instagram, reseller squad, reselling, reseller life, eBay sellers. I mean, you can see all of them here. How did I learn which ones to use? I looked at other resellers. So I would follow other resellers in the community or friends that I'd already made when I first started, and I would look at the hashtags that they used, and I would just start using those. You can always look and see if they're popular. And when you're on your phone and you're posting a new picture, when you start to type a hashtag, it will pop up with recommended hashtags for you, and you can see how many posts that hashtag has. So if you started to type in eBay sales, it's going to give you a couple of recommendations and show you how many people are using that hashtag so you can gauge its popularity. You should be using shipping, goals, entrepreneur. There's all kinds of hashtags you can be using. Feel free to go on my Instagram and steal all the ones I'm using. Look at other resellers, see what they're doing. It is a good idea to kind of use different ones, like I said. So like on a Tuesday, when I put up my motivational post, I'll have Tuesday vibes, Tuesday motivation. And the way I discovered those was when I was first posting a motivational post on a Tuesday, I started to type the word Tuesday, and I got that pop-up with my options. Tuesday vibes, Tuesday motivation were both right there. And they had a lot of people using or being active on that hashtag, so I chose to use those. So you can have up to 30 hashtags on every post. And you can either have them on the main post, like you see here with my Veterans Day. This is my main post. This is the photo. This is the text I put with it. And you can see I have my hashtags right there. But usually, because I try to use closer to the 30 hashtags, I don't put them directly in the main post because it eats up a lot of space on that main feed when folks are looking at your stuff. So if it's just a small amount like this, I will do it right in the main text. However, if it's a lot, I will comment on my own post. So after it posts with my main text here, I would push comment on my phone, and that first comment would be where I put all my hashtags. Your hashtags are going to work for you whether they're in the main post or the comments. And altogether, in total, you can have up to 30 hashtags on every single post. That's a lot. So make sure you're using them. Do your research. You can see like what other resellers are using. Start to type something in. Use the suggested ones. You can see how many people are using them to choose the ones with the highest numbers. So after the hashtags and interacting with people, another way you can build up a following is to send people back to your Instagram. And this is kind of something you want to do with all of your social media. And by that, I mean on every social media site you're on, you should be sending people back to all of your other social media sites. I'm going to show you an example. So this is our Facebook business page, the Hippo Hut. You can see the first thing people see when they go to our Facebook business page is to visit our group. That takes them to our Facebook group. Once they join that, then they'll be able to see our Instagram, our YouTube videos I put up each day, and all of that. And if you go into our About, we have our YouTube. If you go to our YouTube, at the top of our YouTube channel on our banner, we have these buttons here. We have our Instagram advertised, our Facebook for business page, our Facebook group, our Poshmark, our eBay store. And then on our Instagram, on our link tree, we have our Facebook page, our Twitter, our Poshmark, our eBay store. So on each of these platforms that you're on, you can have them advertising each other. So your Facebook can go to your Instagram can go to your Facebook. All of those can go to your YouTube can go back to all of those, so that anytime anybody finds you on one thing, they are able to find and follow you on more things. And it's just a way to feed back to each other. So advertise your Instagram everywhere else you're at. Interact with people, follow people, like people, comment on things, like things, and use your hashtags. Those are so super important, especially if you're using a hashtag like reseller community. If you're putting that on every single post, if someone follows that reseller community hashtag and starts to see your posts every single day, you become kind of like familiar to them. Your name starts to become recognizable. And if they see your posts every single day and they like them, they may come follow you. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to sell on Instagram, and hashtags are a very big part of that. They're very integral to you selling on Instagram. So make sure you understand the hashtags and how to use them. If you guys have any questions about anything I talked about today, or any advice for other resellers on how to gain more followers, how to get more likes and interaction and engagement on Instagram, share it in the comments down below. Let's help each other out. If you guys have any tips or tricks on Instagram, put them below. Questions, comments, concerns. If you're in our Facebook group, it's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You can search for it on Facebook, or you can use the link provided down below to join. If you're in there, every Friday we do an Instagram thread called Follow Friday, where we all make sure we're following each other on Instagram and interacting with each other's posts and creating that engagement I talked about. So make sure you're in our group. Hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe. Until next time, go do some research on your hashtags. Go get some followers on Instagram. Be productive. Make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.